Congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
It's been a long process to bring it to the screen. You must be delighted that we're finally at this moment and you've been able to share it with the world over the last couple of months.
Yeah, I'm over the moon. It's been really incredible. Darren first saw this play 10 years ago. And at a lot of points I was like, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? And a lot of drafts, a lot of meetings, a lot of discussion, but I'm actually glad it took 10 years because I think it took 10 years to do it the right way.
Yeah, Darren is a filmmaker that takes his time when choosing the right roles and the right film, should I say. Yeah, exactly. How was that process with him? And was it always given that you would be part of the process as having done the play? Because sometimes it can go the other way. Was he very keen to keep you involved?
Yeah. I mean, he never told me he was thinking about firing me. I'm glad he didn't. No, I mean, from the very beginning, it was, I think he recognized that this is a story that's very personal to me. I draw from a lot of aspects of my own life, my own past, to render this character. I'm a gay kid from Idaho who, for a long time, self-medicated with food and because of depression, and that's largely where this story came from. I was also an expository writing teacher while I was first writing this play, so I think he recognized that how deeply personal it is to me. And he wanted to respect that, but I think he also recognized that there's utility in that I know the character and the story better than anyone. So no, I mean, it was always just a very organic process of him and I developing it together.
There's been obviously talk about what the film is about, but actually not too much outside of it's Brendan Fraser and it's this and that, but there's a lot more going on underneath. How important was it for you to preserve kind of the undercurrents that's going on and the themes and the things that maybe are more important than the other things that are going on in the film?
Yeah. I mean, it was deeply important to me. I mean, like I said, the story and the character are very personal to me, and I felt very protective of them. And I also felt very vulnerable to write the play. It felt vulnerable to stage the play, and it felt even more vulnerable to, translate into this motion picture. But it has been so deliberately crafted on all ends, and I've just felt so protected from moment one, really.
Yeah, it's a very obviously communal thing going to the theatre, as is cinema.
Yeah.
How excited have you been that you're translating it into the cinema and it is going to get a cinema release and isn't just going to be a streaming release? You must be excited that audiences are going to be sitting there experiencing it together.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I never dreamt that any of this would happen. When I first wrote the play, I was in my late 20s, and my husband and I were living in an illegal sublet, and I maybe had seen a couple of my plays produced in smaller regional theaters, but even having the play produced in an off-Broadway house in New York City felt incredible to me that I got to share this story with as many people as I shared it with back then. So this is just mind-boggling.
Fantastic. Well, wish you all the best tonight. Thanks so much for your time. Let's talk to you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.